today's video, I wanted to bring you a review, a demo, and a wear it all day of the Makeup Forever Water Blend Foundation. This is brand new, and as someone who loves makeup and has very acne-prone skin, I wanted to tell you a little bit about it, how it wears, and kind of my recommendations or cautions if you are someone with acne who is thinking about this foundation. So I am going to show you how I do my face with it. I'm going to do half my face with a beauty blender, half with my fingertips, which as an acne sufferer I find gives really good coverage. I'm going to wear it throughout the day and take you along with me. Now keep in mind, I do have very acne prone oily skin. I have a lot of texture issues, so my skin is anything but perfect, and because this is a sheer foundation, it does show a lot of those things through. So before I get to actually applying it, let me explain it a little bit. It is a very light coverage foundation that is 80% water. Now Makeup Forever reformulated their Ultra HD foundation. That's the foundation I've been using for years, and I think this is kind of going along with that trend. They have a face and body foundation that they are discontinuing, and I'm pretty sure this is like the little sister or the revamp of that foundation. Now this is 50 milliliters and it retails for $43. It is available on makeupforever.com, and I think it's going to be in Sephora in mid-July and in stores in August. But what I am really happy about is that they have 20 shades for all skin tones. I feel like they could have a little bit more for darker skin tones, but they do have a good range, and they have Y and R colors. R is for more of a pink undertone, and the Y colors are for more of a yellow tone. This is a super lightweight satiny finish, and it is a water blend. So again, 80% water, 20% other stuff, and I will leave all of the ingredients in the description. I know that the ingredients are kind of hard to find online, but I did find them, so check them out there if you are worried about ingredients or breakouts. But it is a gel to water texture. Unlike a lot of other watery foundations that are more like serum-y and runny, this one is kind of a gel that turns into a water on your skin. The other thing that they tout is that it is waterproof and transfer resistant, which for a sheer foundation is almost unheard of, so we are going to test that out. They say that it is buildable. In my experience, it is a light coverage foundation. You can hardly make it medium coverage. If you're looking for coverage, this is not for you. But it is great if you want something super natural. It does have vitamin B5 in it. Vitamin B5 is meant to increase the hydration of your skin and help with elasticity. So I guess it does have some good beneficial ingredients. But let me stop blabbing about this and let me show you how it looks over my acne textured skin, over my redness, over my blemishes, and then wear it throughout the day so that you can see how it works for an oily faced individual. Guys, Kitty and I are so upset. She's upset because I'm holding her and she's squirmy, but I'm upset because I didn't realize that when I was filming the beauty blender portion of this tutorial yesterday, I wasn't filming. I'm just going to apply this right now to show you how it applies with a beauty blender. Shake well. This is the exact same application that I did yesterday, and then when I get back to the footage from yesterday, you can see how it wears throughout the day and the evening. The beauty blender is my least favorite way to apply this foundation. I find that it shears out a lot when you use the beauty blender, and it is an amazing, very skin-like foundation. It feels very hydrating when it goes on. You know, certain products that contain mint or menthol almost feel fresh and like menthol-y. This doesn't contain mint or anything, but that's kind of the feeling that it gives you when it goes on before it dries into a satin finish. This is how the coverage looks as I'm applying it to my textured skin. In other news of the day, somehow a fly got into my house and decided to breed in the kitchen. So there's literally like 15 to 20 flies swarming around, and I'm here like, all right, I just need to evacuate the house. Does anyone know how to get rid of flies without killing them? Because as a vegan, I like don't want to kill them, but at the same time I'm like, please get out of my personal space. You land on poop and then you land on my food, and I don't like that. So any comments regarding this would be extraordinarily appreciated. So done with the beauty blender. It's been about a minute and a half, and you can see that it really does not oxidize that much. It is 80% water, which is why. Honestly, the white balance of my camera is gonna do more than the oxidization of this foundation does on my skin. So next I'm going to apply some to a clean hand, and I am going to go straight in with my fingertips. As you can see, with fingertips and with brushes, it is more of a streaky look that does blend in because it's more of a gel that turns into like a water texture. So just keep that in mind. Now this foundation claims to be waterproof and transfer resistant, which for a dewy light coverage foundation is almost unheard of. Now, obviously, when it's wet, it's not going to be waterproof or transfer resistant, so make sure that you let it set. And with fingertips, I like to swirl and then pat it in to get the right texture. Yeah, Mel. Want to say hi to the interwebs?
Sure.
So there it is applied with fingertips, and as you can see, still shows texture, still shows color. that is the life of acne. If you have beautiful skin, this will make you look even more flawless without feeling heavy. It does feel very light. This is probably one of the lightest foundations I have ever used, even throughout the day. It's very breathable. But hello acne marks, that is my life. Because I do want to show you how this foundation wears, I am not going to be applying any other products. So no primer, no powder, nothing. Because I am oily, I am going to use a translucent powder. This is just to keep my oil at bay. If you have dry skin, you're not going to need it. If you have normal skin, probably not going to need it. If you're oily, you're going to need a powder. I am only using a translucent powder, so it does not change the coverage, and I am sticking with Makeup Forever, just because you might as well stick to brand, because brands usually work best with their own product. Just a light dusting of this with an IT Cosmetics brush. So there it is, very nice, very natural, perfect for every day. Very much like a second skin, but not great if you're looking for coverage. You could use a concealer with it if you're going very natural, but for me as an acne sufferer, I'm like, if I'm gonna spend the time putting on makeup and foundation, I might as well look like super good and make it cover. That's just my own opinion. Since this is the recreation of the face and body foundation, I am going to show you how it applies with a brush, just a little bit to my chest. Now this is an amazing body foundation. I am just taking a stippling brush and I'm going to blend this in. I generally get the most full coverage with a brush. That just is what it is. Again, because of the gel to water texture, it becomes a little bit streaky and then blends in flawlessly. And I'm just doing one more pump to show you what it's like when it's layered. You can get a little bit more coverage if you would like. So now that that is dried and set, this is what it looks like. Again, it does not oxidize that much. The chest is the most full coverage with a brush. So I have finished my full face of makeup. Did not put any other powders or anything on. I did use a matte highlighter and a contour, which I guess you could say kind of covered it up a little bit more, but not really. So guys, now that this is on and ready to go, let us take on the day. I have spent the last 3 hours editing YouTube videos and answering emails and not cleaning the kitchen. It's about 3.5, 4 hours in. This is my skin. Not terribly oily, but I'm starting to get a little oily here. Oily monster problems. Tis what it is. My friend Mitty is getting married. I am her maid of honor, and so I'm gonna meet her for lunch. We're gonna talk about wedding details.
So we're chilling in the car with Mitty, and Mitty, this is a rare occasion. We are both wearing makeup.
I know.
She is my only acne buddy from middle school. She's the only one who got my skincare struggle. Like, we're always makeupless together, so it's kind of phenomenal that we're here with makeup together.
No other words can tell it half so clearly. 3 little words, 8 little letters that simply mean I love you. 3 little words. Oh, what I'd give for that wonderful phrase. To have those 3 little words. That's what I'd live for the rest.
Mitty dropped her phone. Congratulations. How far did you drop it from?
A foot off the ground. It fell out of my purse.
Yay! And look at those nails. You're giving me Medusa vibes. I'm so into it. Look, she's getting married. We just got our food. What'd you get, Mitty?
I got the Santa Fe chicken.
And then these are my absolute favorite. These are the chill out wings with little sauces. They are so good. And then hibiscus tea.
I love it. I got a little hibiscus and strawberry lemonade.
I'm eating Thai tacos, reminiscing about Thailand. Get in my mouth.
I mean, I have to put all of mine into very small portions because I've had bariatric surgery almost 3 years ago now. I lost my last 30 pounds by transferring to vegan.
Okay. High fives. So we're here at Zebra, the piercing store. So long story, you guys know that I dyed my hair and I got pierced. Well, guess what? Dum Dum here went to Thailand and the barbell was so small that my ear swelled up so much that it swallowed the jewelry and got infected. Insert disgusting photo here. And I had to take it out and it closed. What's up, biology? What's up?
Does everyone see how short I am compared to you?
No. Fun fact, Bay Area fact, anyone who is a Green Day fan, Billy Joe Armstrong used to go into that store to buy his piercings. Billy Joe Armstrong, yeah, he is the singer of Green Day. And the girl that he wrote Good Riddance about, he used to date her and take her in there.
Oh,
so,
I didn't know that.
Way throwback to the way back.
That was in a while ago.
3 little words, 8 little letters that simply mean I love you.
So what's the first thing that I do when I get home? Get into sweatpants, obviously. I'm going to be working on some social media posts. I'm gonna edit up a few videos, and it's so weird not being in school for the summer, so I'm not going to be doing school. By the way, welcome to my lair. It is dark. I am also going to pop some of these clothes in the laundry because they are mucho stinky. Hello, my sleepy kitty.
Now you're all I see. I was here, you were there. How did it happen anyway?
So Rupi and I are chilling at an Indian food restaurant to get some vegan and vegetarian Indian food, and we spilled our water, so we made little stars with it, and then we're just playing with makeup in a random food restaurant. This is kind of our life. This is what my skin is doing. It's pretty oily and creasing a little bit. This is my life. This is my life.
We got rice, we got chana, we got bhindi, we got saag, we got aloo tikki, and we got roti.
Oh yeah. Hindi masala is like the one thing I could eat for days and days and days and days and days, and she's nodding her head, she knows. And I also ordered some chili pakora because this Gory over here wants to get like spicy touchy. We're gonna walk the dog, and no, I'm not talking about yo-yos. But Mom, I don't want to sit on this stranger's lap. I want to sit on your lap, Mom. Hi, Daisy.
Anyway, now it's clear
That we're a pair.
somehow each day brings someone new that lights up your way. And I don't think you knew when you met me that way. Each day brings someone who takes my breath away. And I don't think you knew I would ask you to stay. Each day brings someone new that lights up your way. And I don't think you knew when you met me that way.
This is literally the funniest thing I've ever seen. I am trying so hard not to be rude right now, but like this is a cemetery and there's people lined up everywhere, but these are all people playing Pokemon right now. And I'm trying really hard not to be rude and to like keep it together. Like I just can't. So literally prowling around a cemetery and there are people finding Pokemon like everywhere. Alright guys, so it is the end of the day and this is how my face has held up. There is no change other than the lighting. I am now using indoor lighting. It's kind of washing out my face, but I'll get close to so that you can see. But it is oily. That is my face. You can still see things. It did oxidize a little bit over the day, really not as much as a normal foundation, which is great. Again, it does not provide extremely full coverage. It is definitely long day wear. I spilled water on myself today at a restaurant and it was water resistant, so that's fine. I'll get real close and show you. Sorry guys, I know the lights are kind of washing us out here, but this is the gist of the skin. I really hope that you can see. And hopefully this helps you make a decision. This is my experience with the Water Blend Foundation, and I really hope that these tips and tricks and advice give you a little bit of information for if you have acne skin or if you have things to cover, how this foundation may or may not work for you. Tell me whether or not this helped you and if you would like more foundation reviews, and if so, which products. But I do post new videos every Monday and every Thursday, so be sure to like this video if it helped you, and of course hit subscribe so you don't miss another one. So I love you guys, I hope that this gave you some information, and of course I loved spending the day with you, so I hope you enjoyed coming along. I love you guys, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video. Love you guys. Bye.
3 little words, 8 little letters that simply mean